Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Code with the Italians Duo Edition. Not because we're doing Duolingo, but because it's just the two of us, and off to a great start. Yes. Wait, what are we fixing? The code I wrote? I cannot believe that there's bugs in there. I've never heard that my code has any bugs ever. I mean, fucking. Now
Bum,
you're not
bum,
muted anymore.
bum.
This is
Hello!
Skype doing the
Hi,
Skype thing as usual.
hi everybody. Yeah, no, I was actually just saying that I don't know what we are fixing today because I have been using the plugin since we published it, of course. And I like the shaky behavior of the plugin, but you do say that it's actually a bug. So maybe we are gonna
No,
fix it.
the
Maybe we are gonna
shakiness,
improve it.
the shakiness is fine. Uh,
Okay.
so there's a few bugs. I've written them in the repo. There's also other stuff, like I've created issues. There's two issues, but there's also some cleanup that we can do, and maybe we can talk about some concepts a bit more that we kind of just, flew through when we
Yep.
first implemented it. But this wouldn't be a real Code with Italian stream without the event thing. So
Yes.
off you
So
go.
the event thing. Thank you everybody for the support. Today I'm wearing our t-shirt that you can buy on our store. I'm gonna just check out the chat. The bot is gonna give you the link in a moment. You can also buy things like the pizza keychain. We also have the stickers. Let me take some stickers here. For instance, the pizza sticker, and of course we have the metal pin, and you can subscribe as a monthly subscription on Coffee. If you pick the bruschetta tier, you will also access our Discord server and the after episode chat that we usually have while Sebastiano builds the clickbait thumbnail. You also get a store discount code. As a subscriber, you will get, I think it's like 15% for the bruschetta tier. So it's going to be cheaper if you want to buy the keychain and other things. And if you have an Amazon Prime subscription, you can subscribe for free to our channel on Twitch. That helps us to keep printing and sending for free the stickers that we give as a giveaway. By the way, we could actually run a giveaway today because why not?
Yes.
I mean, we are. It has been a while since we sent any sticker to Carmen because she's always winning. No, lately she got a couple of giveaways. So yeah, thank you for the support, and let's fix some bugs, Sebastian.
Yes. So in case you folks have a very short memory or something, we have our plugin, which I am actually going to. I need an incognito mode. Oh no, there's the preview thing. Let me share the screen. Okay, perfect. So our plugin, I'm gonna put the link in the chat just for convenience sake. But it's 1 second. Okay, should have typed it right. I don't know, probably, but it's a plugin that is like the famous Nyan Cat plugin for IntelliJ and Studio. It's a plugin that that shows you a custom progress bar. So if you're curious how it works, in general terms, we have two streams that we have done. One just ourselves, and the other one with Jakub from JetBrains just a few weeks ago. And we go in a lot of details into the fundamentals of how this is even possible. How can you change the way a progress bar is rendered, for example? There's a bit of swing involved. I'm sorry about that, but it's kind of inevitable, given that the IDE is written in Swing. But I think it's still quite interesting. Now, the issues that we have that I've added 2 weeks back, and I was keeping on the side for this stream, are, first of all, the width of the progress bar is somewhat fixed. So the clipping is happening, even though the progress bar might be like this wide, the clipping is always happening on a shorter thing that is kind of the default size. So that's
I think I
one.
saw it.
You will have seen it. You will have seen it. You will not have noticed probably. But I know the places where it shows up, and it's fucking annoying.
Fair enough.
And then the other one is that if you have a progress bar that switches between determinate and indeterminate, we don't properly reset things. So if you have like in a determinate progress bar, it should always go to the right. So on the screen is like this. So it should go from here to here, and the pizza should be facing this way. But if it's in the indeterminate state, the pizza will come back. And if you switch at that time from indeterminate to determinate, it will be a determinate progress bar with the pizza facing the wrong way. So that's another thing that needs to be fixed. There was something else. I forgot to create an issue for that, but it's kind of hard to tell how long the progress bar is supposed to be. So probably we want to draw like a border around it or something like that. So those are the three things. I'm just gonna create an issue for that. Yes. And I'll assign myself.
Yes. Okay, but are you sure? Are you sure you want to add like a project or a milestone? That's because this sounds super professional, super formal.
No, so it's just for me to keep track of things. So why don't we start with the respecting the progress bar width? And
yes,
the problem is, if you look at the code, it's kind of tricky to test because I can run the plugin. And as we have seen last time, there is like a secret thing to test progress bars in the IDE. But unfortunately, that did hide our problems because it doesn't cover the scenarios that we are investigating. So what I was thinking is, what if we implemented our own version of that one?
Oh, the menu, you mean?
Yeah.
The showcase menu.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm also...
so now you... Yeah. So you want to hack IntelliJ to debug the plugin that doesn't work on IntelliJ?
Oh no, nothing that crazy. I'm just gonna copy paste the hell out of it.
Sure.
So
it always fascinates me the fact that we are using IntelliJ to build something for IntelliJ. Like I don't know. When were you working on for JetBrains that you were using IntelliJ to build IntelliJ and AndroidStudio to build AndroidStudio is very meta. I love it. It's one of those things like the essence of bootstrapping things, right? Like
yeah. And eating your own dog food and whatever.
Fair enough. Yes.
So this is the thing that we have. The problem is that now it does resize. So we do see the problem. Okay, so that's a problem we don't have to care about necessarily. But yeah, you can see it's pretty fucked.
So it should extend, right? So
yes.
That's the thing.
And
It
in fact,
always
it
stays the same.
does. If you do take up the inspector, you will see that the progress bar does indeed.
Was it like a shortcut for the inspector? Because I didn't see the shortcut.
Control Alt click.
I don't think you have presentation assistant.
Not
so that...
in the debug
that's
IDE.
the mini toy IntelliJ. Okay,
yes.
sorry.
But I mean, I can show you here.
No. It's how is it? Find action.
So this one, and then you do Control Alt click. It doesn't say. Well, anyway, Control Alt click.
Control Alt click. Okay.
Yes, it's on all the platforms. Is the same.
Okay.
So we have the progress bar, but yeah, obviously.
Yes. Same reaction. I like.
Yeah. So we have the progress bar, but it's not drawing beyond this default size.
But the pizza disappears, right? So the pizza moves.
The pizza has disappeared because it's just completed, I think. Or it got packed in some other way. I don't know.
Oh, but the indeterminate one should keep going. So it feels like but the pizza goes beyond the border.
I mean, the determinate one, yes. The indeterminate one goes beyond and then comes back.
Yeah. Okay.
It turns around just outside of your view.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Let's see if any of this is my bugs. No, yay. You never know. Okay, so let's look at our code. So the first thing is the size. So the size I'm seeing here is the preferred size, blah, blah, blah. I think the problem is that where we are doing the clipping, which I think is in here, bar shape,
clip,
component width, okay, and that was component width. Yes, this would be width.
Okay.
And keep using the macOS shortcuts. And height. So this theoretically should fix the problem, although I've done it only for one of the two, so let's actually run it again and see if this does indeed fix the problem, which would be nice.
So quick fix, why not?
So you can see that here the pizza is facing left. It was facing left. It's because this progress bar down here switches between the determinate and indeterminate all the time. And you might not even notice, but it does. And when it does, it might fuck up. So let's see.
Come on. Yes! Yay! Look at that. That was easy. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win?
The real test is, does it come back? Yeah, and it works. It doesn't explode badly if I resize it. Okay. This is fixed. Bug number 1, fixed. Oh, today's stream is gonna be like 10 minutes. He said famous last wordingly.
Yeah, it's gonna fire. It's gonna fire back so badly. I already know.
Yep.
So.
Okay, perfect. Now that was one. Now we have the other one. So I am going to close this one. And
I like Mark's
You never know, Mark.
Yes.
You never know.
Yeah, no. You will just, I mean, only time will tell.
Only the brave.
Okay, so apart for the Android AGP
Yeah,
deals
doesn't
makes
matter.
me nervous.
It doesn't matter. Just ignore it.
So yeah, I
So
mean,
we have done the first one. Now we have the problem where we don't know whether, well, we don't do the reset essentially. So first of all, let me tell
don't
the
do
tech
the
to shut the
reset.
fuck up very kindly.
No, you can extract those as magic.
There's a place where it makes sense, and there's a
lead
place
by
where it
example.
doesn't, and UI does not.
Suppress magic fucking number. Just give me a break, detective. Just give me a break.
It is
Let me
well
be.
intentioned, but
Yeah, sure. This is duplicated probably because there is something similar below somewhere, but whatever. Yeah,
yeah.
sure.
So let's do this. So let's see the terminate and indeterminate. Maybe it would make more sense
What's
like this.
ignore annotated?
Huh?
Ignore annotated, I guess.
Well, where is it?
If you're using composable. I mean, can I use it for shut up when it tells me that the name of the function is always
You can tell it in the configuration that things annotated with a certain annotation can be ignored, which is great for compose, but it doesn't work for swing because there's no annotations in swing. So
fair
that's
enough.
why we
But
need
I need to do
suppress.
the composable one because it's getting annoying. I was like, I shut up. It's okay. It's a function. We should start
Yeah.
with a lowercase letter. Just shut up.
The lowercase
So
letter shouldn't be a problem with composables. If it does shout at you, you're
it
probably
is.
using a very old version of the tech.
Fair
Uh,
enough. I mean,
I know you're
somebody.
very very against updating dependencies, but sometimes it's good to.
Yeah, sure. I like to be on old versions all the time.
You're the
Uh,
anti-Roberto.
I'm no man. It's not. I'm the. I just boring.
So this is saying that this is the same. So let's try and extract it. Let's call it
the whole thing.
Yeah, sure.
But should it?
I mean, shows duplicate. So it's
Yes, Maya. My my linter is a very high pitch because it's annoying, right? That's the kind of annoying voice for me. I like the growly voice, like, you shouldn't do this. I imagine it like a Death Note kind of thing. Shall we begin? That's Linter, give me a break. It's an intimidating lint. I love it. um, uh, yeah, it's a creative industry. That's why I love it. Everybody can make up the voice for their own linter. I love it. I mean, now I wonder, does Mark Sellison's linter has like a British accent or something?
yes.
Is it like a? That's the fascinating me. So does Mark actually perceive a British accent when somebody's speaking British, or is it just accent? It's like English breakfast
No,
for
it's
us.
just
It's English breakfast.
Mark
It's just breakfast.
cringes whenever someone speaks English with the wrong accent.
Like the Wessex kind of thing, or just like a Italian English accent or French English accent. Which one?
No, American. If you're trying
American.
to use the right one, it's fine.
Uh, the American, like water, water,
Water,
water,
water.
water, water. There was an interview with, I think it was Emily Blunt, and was complaining about the children that they started with the English pronunciation and they evolved into the American one. And she was so upset. I mean,
So let me do this and this. Okay, perfect. So now I need to pass in the bar height. Da 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 da. So okay, I have extracted the thing,
That
so
was easy.
it's happy. I cringe when I hear Dick Van Dyke try and do an English accent. I mean, I'm not gonna say I don't understand. So, what I was thinking to actually fix the bug, well, I'm gonna commit this as refactor because protect. Oh, also, by the way, I should have tried to generate the commit message. I'm gonna try next time. With
Wait,
the
what?
Yeah, there's the new AI thing. I think.
What?
Yeah,
In
there you go.
IntelliJ?
Yeah.
Get access to AI-powered feature that can
I
explain
am
code. Okay.
not entirely sure that I have access to it, but
I mean, only the brave.
fucking
It's just gonna yell at Adi right away on Twitter. Yo, bro, old boss, can I access this? By the way, we are live on Twitch.
yeah, I have the small. I think the two-factor authentication on JetBrains account is kind of fucked. Who
It's
knows?
the two-fact authentication.
I have no idea. Anyway,
At work, static analysis are called Katie and Dexter. Okay, that's clever. That's actually fun. Dexter, I like it. Katie.
why is it
Well, I mean,
asking?
if it yells at you, would it be Karen more appropriate?
Probably.
No? I mean, no? Anyway,
Uh,
tough crowd.
no, it's.
What's going on with your browser,
I
Sebastiano?
have a small issue that is that I can log into my JetBrains account, but then it asks me for a two-factor authentication code that I have, but it doesn't accept.
Okay. Well, let's try again later. Is it
Yeah.
on the latest version?
Yes,
Should
in
I have
the
it?
EAP.
Do I have it? EAP.
Yeah,
I don't think I'm
23.2
that brave.
EAP.
Okay.
It's too edgy for you even.
No, I mean,
But you get the
I'm
nice
using
color here. Come on, nice color.
nice color. Oh, the fancy stuff. Okay.
Eh.
Let's. And now I need to install the new one.
Open toolbox.
So, yeah, open toolbox. Where is it? 23.2 AAP install. Now my connection is gonna just get shittier and shittier.
Yeah, maybe do it later.
Come on, you
Are
need
you
to
gonna
be
use it now? You're not gonna use it now, probably.
fair enough, but I'm gonna just forget about it. Oh, it's halfway through the magical 5G.
Wow.
Yeah, that was intense. Anyway, so where are we? So what's your hypothesis?
So
First of all, what
my
are we
hypothesis
fixing
is
again?
that it needs to reset the icon whenever it changes between one state and the other. Right now we only have update icon, but there is no way to know, as far as I know, when it's 1 second override. There is no way, you don't get told when it changes between one and the other.
But one and the other, you mean determinate and okay.
You don't get told, as far as I understand. So
Like
I'm just checking if there's anything that is obviously that. Command full animation index. I guess the other thing we can do is check if the Nyan one doesn't exist anymore. I'm gonna clone it again.
Clone it again.
So
Should we do a pull request to the Nyan-Cat and migrate the whole thing to the new Gradle plugin?
you're more than welcome to.
Yeah, sure. Watch me.
So
I
component.
think it's in
This one
Java.
this one I don't understand. Like, why is there an empty component listener there? I don't know.
It's
It's because probably.
yeah, it's gonna solve a race condition somewhere. Like, my money is on some race condition somewhere.
Surely. But I'm
It's
like,
if I remove the logging, it works.
yeah.
Man, you're up for a ride. What
Get
was it?
box
Yeah,
length.
because this is Java. So being Java, GitHub is doing the fancy stuff, right?
Yeah. I don't think it does it in Kotlin.
No, it doesn't. But Java, for some reason, it's a very popular language, apparently.
Apparently. So the config is this. So it's not that. But I'm trying to look if there's a place where it says, oh, you know what? It's indeterminate, so fuck it. I'm trying to
But
see
how? I mean,
where it sets it. If it sets
can
it
you
anywhere,
search?
if it resets it actually, but I don't think so, because I have offset is, I don't know if it's this that does something. I have no idea. Anyway,
Get period length.
I have honestly absolutely no fucking clue why it
But
works.
he does it, right? So they do it. So
They do it somewhere, but it's not obvious where. That's the problem. I don't
can you
really
search
understand.
for something like indeterminate or things like that? Something that can give us like a hint.
Yeah, there's only this. So the state is this. It's offset and offset 2. And those ones are only set here.
So offset +1.
This is paint indeterminate. So it's incrementing it by 1 and then making sure that it's up to period length, which is 16. I don't know 16 what, but 16 scaled based on the density of the UI. But I don't understand, honestly.
I mean,
so it looks like this one is keeping track of where in the cycle you're in, whereas this one is not. And I'm starting to suspect that it's simply using different state for the determinate, because the determinate, it doesn't use the offset. So that's how it does. It's two different things, but we are reusing the same state. So what we can do instead is private bar is in terminate.
I wonder if some other plugin is doing it better. Like the Mario one. The Mario one was.
It
I
might be,
remember
but most of those plugins
complex.
are copy pastes. So I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
but the Mario one is way more complex than the Nyan-Cat
Yeah,
one.
but if it's very complex, then how do we?
Because the drawing, it has to be the same. The Mario one
as in
also
it might take more time to figure out what's going on if it's much more complicated.
I mean, if you have a guess how to do it, let's do it.
So I was just gonna go with the very barbaric thing is, if field is different from value, reset state. and then that's it. And then we're gonna call it here is indeterminate is true, and then in the other one is false. And
because the system is still calling the function, right? So if so they are calling the function or one function or another. So
exactly,
if you keep track of what was called, you're golden, but you don't have a way to actually ask for the state or keep track of it like a listener. So you have to do it manually.
Yeah, so we have our
still okay.
states here that we can just reset to their initial value, and also the icon we need to reset as well. So icon is that. Okay. Now, there's another thing that we, what are you doing?
It's complaining. Must be initialized.
False. It starts with false, which is fine. Because in either case, it will probably work fine. We'll figure out. We'll see. It's fine. I mean, the alternative would be to make it nullable, but it feels wrong.
and you get the infamous three-state Boolean.
Exactly.
You are not using it before you are setting it anyway, because you are only writing it right now.
Yeah.
And the moment you probably want to use it, somebody already called either determinate, paint determinate, or paint indeterminate, so you should be fine.
Yeah, exactly. It should be okay. So the only thing that we need to check is now the other thing that we might have an issue with. It shouldn't happen anymore, but you never know. Is that the progress might change from indeterminate to determinate while the pizza's facing the wrong way, but that should never happen because whenever we change,
we reset.
So that should be okay. Because then it puts it back to 0, it's going right. And
pizza
maybe,
right?
Yeah, I'm just gonna rename this to pizza going right. And pizza going left. What is this? Oh, fuck off.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Okay. Is there a reason why this is an interface? I do not remember.
Oh.
No. What if
an interface with a companion? Yeah, interface with a companion object. So I don't know. It's not even implementing anything. So
it's not implemented anywhere else. So probably this is fine. And this means I can put this back where it was. Ha! Fuck you. Okay. So
does it build?
It probably does.
Okay. I like the confidence.
We should have fixed the problem, probably. The thing is, I'm gonna run it, but we're not gonna be able to see if we have fixed it, right? Because we don't have like we can check down here if it looks like it's fucked up at any point, which it might, but I don't know. Is it?
So far, so
good.
It's not going. For a moment, it was backward, but then it adjusts.
No, it was fine. It seems fine.
I think it's okay.
We should have fixed it. No, what?
No. It just goes back and forward. It was like, oh, it was fine. It was.
You scared me for a second there.
No.
So the other thing we can try and do is what I was saying. So essentially re-implementing the the indicators dialog by ourselves and making like one. So first of all, this works, yes, which is great. Yeah, this one, it goes, it's done that way. It doesn't go any further than this.
Yeah.
So what I was thinking is we can re-implement this same dialogue, but in our code, and change it a bit to something that is more useful for us. So we can test these cases as well. So we have this dialogue here. Show progress test dialogue action.
So now that we are working on this piece of testing, can you explain why it's not just one indeterminate, one determinate? Why it's like 5 of them?
I have no idea.
Okay, so now my next question is, now that we are, let's say, forking the component to test it, what happens if you add like an offset to the starting point of the pizza icon? Can we make them erase each other in the debug tool?
I mean, when we re-implement the dialog, we can change the rate at which they progress.
Well, randomly. So I don't want to, okay. So I want to bet. I want to be able to actually, that at some point Twitch comes to us and say, oh, this is not a gambling tweet, things like that.
My friend, have problems.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
So I am going
where did you get this thing?
Sorry?
Where did you get this class? What's this?
Oh, I cheated.
Okay.
So I opened the thing that I wanted to check. I Control-Alt clicked. I went to, dialogue. This is a dialogue. What's the class?
Oh.
And yeah, I mean, it was kind of like that.
Okay.
But it was the wrong place, so whatever. I mean, this one is fine. So dialog wrapper class is what you're looking for, and it's show progress test dialog action. Seems legit, and my dialog wrapper. So yeah, that's it. So yeah, I am going to copy paste this. It's gonna be very Java-y, but we're gonna convert it to very Kotlin-y.
But how do you plan to swap it? So why IntelliJ should use yours instead of theirs? You need a new version of the plugin, my bad.
Huh?
You need a new version of the plugin because the progress bar is still broken on your side.
Well, obviously,
your installation.
That is obvious. But yeah, I'm not gonna replace it. I am going to create another one.
So you can just call it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to explain a couple of things very quickly because otherwise this makes... Oops, no, this is wrong. Well, we're also going to cover that. That's fine. Oh, this says my plugin. Is this used anywhere? Maybe.
How many is there?
9.
9. Okay.
I mean, I've counted how many I randomly put down.
So now you have 9.
Yeah, turns out we have 9. I'm not entirely sure this is used anywhere because we're not really...
Keep it clean.
I mean, it's referenced here, but I'm going to call it pizza bundle.
Fair enough.
It seems more appropriate. So, first of all, if you remember last time, what I mentioned is last week with Chris, we mentioned that actions. So everything in the IDE is an action. So when you do search actions, these results are all actions, okay? They're all actions that are registered in the IDE. I mean, most of them. These ones are technically not actions, but kind of actions. But the ones with a darker background, they are. So this one is the one that we were looking at, which is defined by show progress test dialog action. Now, how is this registered? It's the same thing as Android. there's an entry in
Manifest.
the manifest. So if you look, it's well, it's too complicated, and I'm not going to explain everything into detail. But suffice to say, you can have a extensions default extension namespace that is correct, and then here you can say, oh, I have an action.
Okay.
No, maybe it's only action. Yeah, it's actions. Sorry, my bad. It's not extensions. So here you have an action, and you need to show this one. And this also takes a number of things like ID, and I'm gonna call it pizza time. And then this also takes, you can have a description, title, and whatever. I am not going to hard code it here. We're going to put it in the pizza bundle.properties so I can show you a couple of nice things while we are at it, given we have plenty of time. And yeah, so now we have registered. We can close this one. We have registered it here, okay? You can see that there's the plugin icon here. And if we click it, it brings us here. Now, there's one more thing that we want to do. Because I don't think this is important for everyone to have access to all the time, we want to create what we call an internal action. So if you remember, there's the internal mode, which is custom properties. IDEA is internal equals true.
Yes.
This is something you only need when you're developing plugins. But I don't want this action to show up everywhere. So what we want to do is we want to only make it show when the ID is in internal mode. And then the other thing we might want to do, and I probably closed the file too early, but we want to make sure that we add it to this group here. So it ends up in here, here, together with the other one. Where the fuck is it? Test, something. Ah, there you go. Test progress indicator. So we want it to show in the same place as this, okay? I hear silence.
No. I'm here. I'm just trying to.
What I've done is I've looked where the fuck
others are, and you are placing it.
Yeah, I'm just copying the same group ID, and okay. I think if I'm not mistaken, I can add to group.
Ah, now they show up.
And
autocomplete.
Yes, and it was internal.ui.
Yeah, here you go.
Bam.
That's actually super cool.
And you can have an anchor to say, I want this to be the first or the last, but you can also have before and the ID of the action you want to position it relative to. In this case, we want to position it relative to whatever the fuck it was. I forgot. Progress. This one. I think. Probably. So this way, if we have done everything right, then the action that we have added should show in that menu right before the other one. And it's going to be called the same, unfortunately, because we haven't named it any differently. But we should see two of them, one of which is ours and the other one is not. But if we go to internal actions and we go to UI. Then where the fuck is it? Test progress indicators. There's only one, which is not good, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure out what the problem is. Is there... Oh, maybe it's because they have the same name? But they have
Maybe,
different IDs. It shouldn't be a problem.
Did you save?
Anyway.
Anchor before, show
we'll
progress test dialog
check.
action.
We'll double
Okay.
check. Don't worry. So this one, I also want to get the. Does this have a? No, it doesn't have a hard-coded name, which is fine. We want to get the. Where the fuck is it though? We want to have the to figure out how to change the name of this. And maybe that's the problem. We don't have a title set anywhere. So we're gonna have to set it so it shows up, because if there's no text, then there is nothing. So what we want to do is we want to look for, yeah, there you go. We want to look in a properties file and a bundle file for the ID of the action. And then you can see that there is this action.something.text, and that's how you can set the text for
the name, the label in the menu, basically.
Exactly. And maybe we can rename this.
Yeah.
Also, this should be the ID. So for us, the ID was pizza time. And if we've done everything right, yeah, it's not marked as unused anymore because it knows that there's an action that is called pizza time, which is this one.
Oh, that's
so
clever.
Yeah, pretty cool. You can also have like a description if you want.
For the hover, when you go with the mouse.
And we're going to call this pizza time. I don't want to risk putting an emoji there, but you never know.
Let's start with...
no, the problem is mostly that property files, as you might notice down here, they have file encoding that is fixed to a very old encoding, which could look fucking weird with emojis. So I'm not gonna bother right now. But pizza time, there you go.
Hey.
And now, obviously, this is the same as we had before.
The same, because we didn't change.
Not overly exciting, but we have learned how to create an action, add it, and now we're gonna see what actions do. So, when you create an action, I'm just gonna move everything out for now. If you look at an action, there's some method. There's a bunch of methods, things that you can define, whatever. But the ones you want to have are action performed, that is invoked whenever the action is clicked or selected or invoked in any way. And in this case, you can see it's just creating the dialog and showing it. And then the other one is the action update thread. This is a relatively recent API, and this is saying, so actions don't update themselves. So by update, I mean they don't decide, they don't change their appearance. They don't decide whether they're enabled or visible by themselves. The IDE is calling all the register actions and asking them to update themselves every, I think, second, something like that.
Wow.
That is because it's less resource intensive than having the actions update themselves whenever the fuck they want. The reason is that this way the IDE has control over when the actions do update themselves. So yeah, that's kind of the reasoning here. Now, the action update thread, it's a relatively recent thing. Until I think last year, all the actions used to be updated on EDT, which is the main thread of Swing, which means that if your action is slow or there's a lot of actions that need updating, they will block the UI thread, which is not great. So what they've done is they've added the ability for actions to update themselves on a background thread or on the main thread, but in a slightly different way that that does not block. There are limitations for this. So if you're on the UI thread, you must not use PSI, which is the syntax tree, as we have seen, I think a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
The VFS is the virtual file system. So anything on the file system in the IDE is kind of virtualized to make it OS independent. So that also, and the project model, so information about the model, the project that is currently open. So you must not use any of those on this. If you want to use any of those, then you need to be on the background. So yeah, that's the TLDR. We don't really have an update. It's always enabled. But if you wanted, you would have update. This is the implementation, and here you would have something like e dot presentation dot is visible or is enabled and visible. You can change the color of the icon. Well, as in you can change the icon, you can change the text, but for us it doesn't matter. We don't care. So I'm just gonna do a minor cleanup here. This is always returning that. Can we inline this? How many invocations are there? Oh, it's just a dialog one. Okay, we need to call it. Okay, fuck it, I don't care. It's fine. So, they have this thing where they call my something everything in the IDE code. I have no idea why. I think it's because it's 20 years old. Or people that have been doing this for 20 years and they've gotten used to 20 years old patterns. But anyway, it doesn't really matter.
They're very possessed with people. It's my pressure.
So does this complain about something? No, it doesn't. It's fine. Okay, so we now have our dialog and we want to change things in a slightly different way. Is the project nullable? It is nullable. Okay, fine. So what you wanted to do, I think one thing we can do is we can have only one indeterminate. Oh, I see what it's doing. It's technically changing the colors. And some of them are modeless, some of them are not modeless. I don't know what that means, by the way, but we'll figure it out. So when it says modeless, okay, when it says modeless, what the fuck does that mean?
Put client property.
I have no idea.
Stripe.
I'm just going to ignore it and pretend it doesn't exist and call it a day. So
Fine.
this is what this is doing is it's creating. So it's creating a panel which is like a container. A JPanel is a container. It's setting the layout that it uses. Box layout is a simple layout that allows you to stack things vertically or horizontally. In this case, vertically. And then it's adding a number of variations of the same thing. So far, so good. We have our stuff. What we need to do, so what you were asking is the random speed at which they update, right?
Yes.
I'm going to change that requirement to something else, which is, let's say, I'm going to change it between 80 and 110. Can you do random in or something? I don't remember. Random. Yeah, perfect. Okay. So I'm going to pick a random number between 80 and 110. And that's going to be the max value for the progress bar. So that will change how quickly they fill.
Okay, fair enough.
It's
So
the same thing as changing the animation speed, but it's faster.
So
because the alarm is the one that is doing this. So I'm also going to add one thing, which is the else. So I'm gonna move this down here. So it's always going to reschedule another animation increase, another value increase. But also, if the value is less than a maximum, then it sets the value. Otherwise, it sets a new value, a new maximum. So and it's gonna start from the beginning. So set value 0. I don't know why it's not using value equals. I mean, that also works.
Okay.
PB dot maximum is also this. Okay, and I am actually going to extract this.
Yeah, should you extract it? Or I think you can give it a seed. I think it's gonna pick same random.
No, every time you call random, it's gonna be different.
Okay.
So random is using this random.
Secure random. Use secure random for advanced security.
I mean, we could, but maybe not necessary in this circumstance. Maybe others, yes.
Safety first.
I am going to do my usual suppress because I'm already annoyed by that.
Reached the number of given facts
I am done
for the session.
Yep, I am done. Okay, so this should make them restart every time. I would say that this should probably reset all of them. So whenever one completes, all of them will reset. Yes, I know I can add the file level suppression, but I don't need it elsewhere, so I'm just keeping it to the smallest scope possible. So Ivan, what do you want? Do you want whenever one completes, it restarts, but the others continue, or do you want to restart all of them?
Because it will. Okay, so I need to pick if it has to be like running.
Is it a race or is it not a race?
No, I mean it could be a race, but it could be either like a swimming race where they do the back and forth for a few times.
No. I'm not gonna do that.
Or it's
you have
just
the indeterminate ones for that. Don't.
It's gonna be just 100. How is in English? 100 meters. 100 meters.
Yes.
So let's do that.
The thing is, do you want to stop when the first one arrives at the end?
No, I want that to cheer. Can you make it jump?
I don't think I can make it jump. This is swing and not compose. Animations are not easy.
Fair enough.
Look what I have to do to animate. I have to use a timer.
Can you do like a vertical offset of sort? Nothing. Not even try to do it. Oh, anyway, I will. Like a jumping pizza.
No. Nope. Doesn't work.
Never a joy.
No, there's no translation. There's nothing.
Okay.
Also because the position is determined by the layout, and I would have to create a custom layout, and I will not create a custom layout for this.
It's a bit too much. Okay, so let's say it's just they
one
stop.
One thing I could do is in this panel there could be Well, I'm also not
Numbers.
entirely sure.
Can they have numbers?
What do
Like
you mean numbers?
lane numbers, so I know,
Sure.
the pizza on line 3 is ahead, is winning,
Sure. What I was thinking about is I can put like a emoji next to the one that arrives first.
Ah, like a confetti or like a celebration emoji of sort.
Yes, although
Is it gonna blow up?
it's gonna be complicated. I
I
feel
wasn't
it's gonna be
expecting any
complicated
different. But
because
why
then
would
I
it be
would
complicated?
right now it's storing the progress bars into a list when we add them. So what we would have to do is we would have to have another thing that stores like the label that shows the emoji and then displays one. As in it's easier to do than to explain probably. But what I mean is there's gonna be win list. I don't know. And this is just like J component. It's a whatever. I don't care. So here, whenever we add instead of adding just the progress, what we want to do is val row equals border layout panel. And this is HGAP is going to be scale, I don't know, 5, 6. Doesn't matter. And 0. I need to import this one. Okay. And then dot apply add to center progress and add to right and then we need to create the thing that we want to add. So this is row. We're replacing the progress bar with a row. And what we need to do is we need to create the where the fuck was it? Here. So it's gonna be val victory. Just gonna call it victory because I'm lazy. JB label, which contains the text of an trophy. And victory is visible. It's false. I'm not entirely sure if this means it's gonna be keeping the space for it or if I need to do like a alpha thing instead. But I don't have alpha, so fuck it. Is visible is fine. And then this is victory. And then here, maybe this one we're gonna move closer to there, and this is gonna be win list dot add victory. Perfect. So we have the add to center, add to right. So why am I using center and right? Because border layout is a layout that has think of it as in a rectangle. You have the top, the bottom, the left, the right, and the center. Whatever is in the center, it takes the entire space available. So what I want is the progress bar to take the entire width minus the bare minimum space that the icon needs to show.
Yeah, icon needs. Yeah, fair enough.
So kind of explaining that. Okay. So this is fine. And now the thing I need to do is when someone wins, this is not going to do this. So I need, is there an intention to add like index? Oh, add indices. Perfect. So then what I can do is I can do win list of index dot is visible is true. Perfect. So we don't need to do the animation anymore because this is done. This progress bar is done. And now theoretically we should have a race, and only the first one should have that. I don't know. Let's say I probably need a value for the someone has won as well.
Hmm. Over this race, over.
So this is gonna be.
I'm already thinking about a championship, progress bar championship.
So if the race is not done, then we show the race, the victory thingy there. And this starts as false. Let's create, blah, blah, blah. I think it should be fine. Might work. Might not work. Next plugin is Unreal 5. Yes, sure, even. What we want is a robot lady that slowly jogs over a beach with water reflection and grass rippling with wind in the progress bar, please. No.
It sounds. It reads like a mid-journey kind of stable diffusion prompt.
Yep,
Okay,
it
so
does.
what if I feed it to stable diffusion? Stable.
Oh, look at them! Look at them! Look at them go! Woo!
Oh, this is so cool! Look, wait.
Yay!
Yeah!
Victory!
That's crazy. I mean, we are really 5 years old, but
yes.
we know computer. We are 5 years old, but we have money in computers. I mean, this is
one, and that's all I care about.
Yeah. That's it.
Cool.
I love it. This...
I am not entirely sure why this one is there, because I sure didn't tell it to.
Do you have a way to make it start again? How does it work? Is it just stopping?
Oh yeah, to make it start again, just reopen the thing.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I mean, new race started.
Oh, look at that!
I also want to change this from OK cancel to close. Probably.
Race.
But I'm very annoyed that now they're ending there, but they should end outside.
Outside.
So that's another bug we have to fix.
Fair enough.
That shouldn't be too complicated, but yeah. So let me see. Where is this? The buttons, button. How do you set the buttons on this? Button map? What the fuck is button map? Okay. Create buttons. No, that's private. No. Create J button for action, help button, focus button. I have no idea.
Set cancel.
Okay, options button. So I think I would have to. No, but this is private. So this is not. Get style? No, this is not it. So it's creating the buttons here. And oh god, grid bag layout. Oh god. Buttons panel, create buttons panel, layout buttons panel. Okay. And buttons. So which buttons is it using? Is create buttons panel. Left side buttons. No, I want the right side buttons because those are on the right side. What the fuck is the right side buttons?
So how many progress bar do we have? Is it like 5?
5 and 5,
6?
I think.
5, okay. So the first 5 people that in the chat say join, they're gonna be assigned to one of the pizza raising. And then we are gonna raise the pizzas and the winner wins the giveaway. So if you want to join the race, just say join in the chat and we are gonna first in, first out, for first come, first served. And so if you want to join the giveaway, just throw it, join there, and the first 5 people
Legit.
will raise.
I like how we decide in a very fair and equanimous way.
Yeah, well, no, I mean Mark suggested somehow.
Yeah.
That's instead of letting the JavaScript random number picker to choose, let's decide with pizza raising. So where are we, Sebastiano? I got distracted.
So I think I figure out why this happens. So there is a create actions thing that I need to override to say it's only one. So create actions. And this should return this, but without. Yes. Ew.
It gets confused, huh?
Pretty much. Well, it's gonna be array of okay action. Boom. So that should theoretically make the. Do we have 5 people? We have
2 people.
Come on, folks. So, come on.
If you want to join the race and win some stickers for free, we're shipping them for free. Just type join in the chat and you will pick one of the slots with the pizza and we are gonna raise some angry pizzas in the live. Look at that.
Oh, it's actually 6 of them.
Six of them. Okay. But can you reduce it? I mean, if it's just 2 of them, can you make 2?
Sure. Okay, so the button is only okay now, which is good.
Okay.
So you said only 2?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just Maya and Muigorik. So let's make it 2. And then the race begins. Let's try. Go for it.
Okay. Are you all ready?
I think they want some other setup. They want 3.
Too late.
Too late. Run it.
We should have thought of that earlier. So.
Well, I mean, Mark just suggested it, so
I know.
He's the creative. Look at that.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Ah, we have a winner.
And the winner is
Muigorik.
Yes. Unfortunately, I was for Maya. Well, it was a good race. It was a good race. It was a good race.
It was a fair race. Everyone did their best.
I love it. Oh man, we are so random. This is incredible.
So anyway. I'm gonna make it a bit easier on ourselves, like a foreground thing. It's never used, so we can probably just remove it.
Fantastic. So I'm gonna just reach out to Muigorik for the address, and we are gonna ship some sticker. Congratulations! I'm so happy. This is so nice. Now we also have a way to raise Nyan cats if they want to port it to Nyan cats. So this is actually incredible.
Okay, yes, if they want to raise nine cats, we can concede our precious code. I mean, commit description must be pizza time. The last thing I wanted to do was to fix the fact that it ends. Muigorik, imagine that with this plugin, you can actually race against Gradle every time in your heart. I mean, there's only one progress bar on screen at any given time, but in your heart, you're still racing it.
I love it. Angry Pizza Racing. Yes, I think this is gonna. Oh man, we are so bad. How can we take something that is useful and turn it something that is hilarious in so little time? This is like a skill. Oh man.
Okay, I think this should fix the thing, probably.
What are you fixing? The padding at the end?
The fact that the icon doesn't end entirely outside of the screen. Now it should. I'm using a conditional because this is art, not science.
You never know. Look at that. Look at that.
I'm also slightly annoyed that you kind of see the thing behind, but it's fine.
Oh no! Oh, okay. No,
it
did it. It did it correctly. Okay. I like the winning the thing. Elivano, so congratulaciones a Puigorek para la victoria de la vuelta. I don't know if it's la vuelta.
I have no idea. I have no idea what you're talking about, as usual.
Whatever. I'm just just throwing some Spanish at it in the evening. Thank you, Mark. So, gracias por la ayuda. Si quiere comprar la camiseta de Código con los Italianos, mira, check out, la tienda de ropa. We should be able to have some like discount code for the next weeks or something.
Definitely for the
stickers,
for the stuff on our coffee page.
Yes.
For the t-shirts, we're working on it. Hopefully, yes, but it doesn't entirely depend on us. So,
yeah, unfortunately, we can't actually print the t-shirts. Well, not that I'm looking forward to it, but yeah, it's an external, a third-party service. So,
yep.
but keep in mind that discounts offers are coming, so that's good. Where are we, Sebastian?
I'm just doing the drawing the border of the icon, which is the last thing we needed to do today. So, yeah, that.
Not bad.
I'm just gonna need to create that outside. This draw Italian flag is called in here. So I'm gonna do this and bar arc. What the fuck was it? Bar arc is hard coded. So I'm just gonna move it out here because there's no, I'm not gonna move it out there because it needs to be scaled, and so to be scaled it needs to be scaled every time. Okay, so this is the bar shape, and this is draw. How do you draw? Oh, draw, just that. bar shape. So I think I need to do, can I say it to only draw the stroke? I do not remember how these APIs work, honestly. But we'll figure it out. Bar shape is a shape. And it's there. This one again? Yeah, okay. So I can use the same shape to do the clipping as well. And here I need to pass bar shape equals bar shape. Actually, I could actually take out the names, given that they are exactly the same as the parameters. Okay, cool. So this is probably where we need to check how to just draw the stroke. And I think we can do it here. Is it fill? Oh, yeah, no. Okay, so draw should be fine. Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Okay.
So fill fills and draw just draws the border.
You have like a
Yeah, because we have
panning dot
draw rect here.
stroke somewhere.
Sorry,
Do you
what?
need the stroke at 115?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Well, maybe I do.
I don't know if it's just, yeah, you need to put something there or like a instruction or a property.
So I need a stroke. Stroke. So I need to figure out what implements this. Basic stroke. Okay, fine. And this, yes, to import it. Thank you. And this takes in a width. I'm just going to do 1F, I guess. Yeah, it's always that. Yeah, that's fine. And I just need to set the color. G2D dot color is border color, which we need to define, but it's not going to be a terrible problem. So private val border color is a JB color of regular, let's say 0xFF. So I want to make it like a light gray. Probably. Yeah. So light gray would be something like this. So maybe I am not sure. We'll have to try it. And then this one would be a dark one. So by the same
Pulling
token.
Fucking Rain Man shit with you and this X colors that you just throw in there.
That looks legit.
How?
Wait, component width and component height are not used anymore. Ah, right, because they were used to define the shape, and that's not there anymore. So we don't need to pass them in anymore. Okay, will it work? Who knows?
Ship it.
Whoop whoop.
That's it. So that is supposed to have like a colored border or something, if I get it right.
It should have a gray border.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's barely visible.
Oh, but I see it.
Yeah, it's very, very barely visible.
Can you make it thicker?
Yes.
Would it make sense?
That's what I was gonna do. So stroke is gonna be scale of 2F. Okie doke. Let's see if it's a bit more visible. We might also need to tweak the color a bit because it might be a bit too dark.
Too close to the dark theme.
Mm.
Oh, but it's actually visible.
It's okay. I'm gonna do it a smidge lighter.
Dollar color.
Yes. So let's run it again.
Yeah.
Not us. Not us.
Not us. It's less visible from here.
It's kind of there, and it's very faint. But I mean, this would work much better in the new UI.
Light. The new UI, okay.
Because and we can have different values for new UI and old UI if you want.
Oh, nice. Can you pick the UI version from here?
Yeah. So what you can do, and then I think we're gonna be done because it's getting late. But it's time to release a 2.0, you know?
Yeah, sure, ship it. Because this thing is gonna build on the CI and then...
Yes. So this, I'm gonna create this, I'm gonna call it old UI border color and new UI border color. And in old UI, colors were much lighter in the dark mode, so it's probably fine like that. And now here we need to do get equals if new UI dot is enabled, new UI border color, else old UI border color. What are you complaining about? Yeah, sure, fine. I am going to restrict the minimum version to a minor. This should be fine. Is it picking it up from here? Whatever. So if I sync now, does it not sync? Please sync. Thank you.
There you go.
And it should stop complaining when it's synced. Come on. Stop complaining. Yes. Yes. Jesus Christ, why are you so fucking slow?
It's late in the evening, Sebastian.
It is. Why are you still complaining?
Is available where? Where is it?
I was just saying that we have set 231.0 because in here it says that. I mean, it's easy to change and it's gonna stop complaining, but
then it's gonna affect.
I don't know, man.
Is it gonna affect the people installing the thing?
Probably not. I don't remember the version of Studio because this was only gonna work on the Canary anyway. So
Okay.
I'm just checking that the version of Studio is higher than that. Is 231.90.11. Yes, it's higher. Okay, it's fine. Perfectly good. I think we are done. Now we're gonna check quickly old UI, new UI, and see how it looks. So this is new UI.
Okay.
You probably want to use a different color, probably darker than that. So for new UI, we probably want something like this. And yes, close.
Yeah, try again.
And once more. And then we're gonna have to try the light theme as well. But
okay, no,
yeah,
now
that's fine.
is visible. Okay.
Yeah, and just to make sure.
Mm-hmm.
Pizza time. Yeah, that looks
Look
fairly
at that.
visible.
But I'm getting. Why is the second one always winning? Now I'm suspicious.
It's the god of random.
Really? Is it
Yep.
though?
I mean, I didn't put any bias in there, so
Mm.
that looks fine.
Also, the one
First one is
winning
winning.
now. So now this magic number.
So will you stop complaining?
Well, I mean, it's a coin flip. You will never know if I will complain or not.
That's true. You always do complain.
Well, I mean, on the long run, it's like 50-50.
Okay, and the last thing to check is old UI. Shut down,
This thing
exit.
is giving me like a sunburn.
Hey, you have to test both of them,
Yeah, sure.
even if you don't like it.
Look how much light is
This
that?
is
This is good.
fine. And
Oh, by
let's
the way,
just...
I used light team for like forever. I started a few years ago with dark team, maybe because I'm old, I don't know, but it wasn't working anymore for me.
Yeah, this is fine. And then let's do dark. And it also looks fine, but yeah, perfect. Ship it. Commit. Okay. And I think we are done for today.
I think
we need to bump the version. Do we bump the version live? It's a momentous occasion.
Why not?
It's
like
version 2.
Two, because why not? So I will say in the release notes, it's just bug fixes and performance improvements, as it's supposed to be.
I don't even remember how we did find the release notes, to be entirely honest.
Actually, I'm just messing with you. I don't remember either. But
was it here?
I don't know.
Was it not?
Changelog. Okay.
Sure.
Whatever.
I think we do need to add it here or something.
Okay. Keep a changelog.
No idea.
There is a keep a changelog guide, but I don't understand.
Yeah, but it sounds complicated. And
yeah, maybe yeah.
I mean, we've pushed it. It's fine.
It's building.
These are closed.
Yeah, look at that clean slate. There are any open issue? Woohoo! Version 2 because yes, perfect.
And this should
create
a release draft.
So once we have a release draft, you're gonna just.
I don't remember if it only creates that if it's a tag. It might be. I think that's it. Damn, I need to go and check the old episode.
Wait.
Do we have? Yeah.
Bump version.
Okay.
Do you need a tag?
So we need a tag.
Okay.
So this tag here. I want to see the tag description if it was there. How do you even do that?
I don't know what you're trying to do, honestly.
I want to see the description for the tag, but I decided that it doesn't matter. New tag v2.0.0. Bam.
Push it.
And push tags. Yes. And now there's a new tag.
Did it stop the
So
previous build?
it doesn't matter. It shouldn't get to the point where it builds the draft, because there was no tag, or maybe there is now. I have no idea. It doesn't matter. We'll find out. We'll
In
tweet
another
or
episode.
send a message when the new version is released.
Yes.
I think that's a fair thing to do.
It's a fair thing to do.
Okay.
So, do we want to wrap up?
Yes. Ivan, wrap up.
Thank you.
Pseudo Ivan, wrap up.
Thank you for being with us. I loved the episode. These are the episode that I also like a lot, because we mess around with things that we don't know anything about, and I'm always happy to learn. If you want to support us, you can buy things on our coffee shop. You can subscribe on our coffee shop if you want to support us monthly. If you want to leverage the fact that you have an Amazon Prime subscription to support us for free, you need to connect your account to your Amazon gaming account and then to your Twitch account. And from there, you will see subscribe with Prime for free in your app, on your Twitch app, also on web. And it supports us to actually print and send around for free the stickers that we give as a giveaway. If you like the t-shirt, and we have also a few other of them, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we will get some more t-shirt in the future. You can check out our merch store, and we have plenty of choices. You can also get a hoodie if you are living on the other side of the globe and now it's winter for you.
Or maybe you can get a hoodie now and use it in winter.
Yeah, whatever. As
you do you.
Yeah, you do you. I don't understand. Maybe you're just cold, whatever. So thank you for the support. And just as a reminder, Sebastiano, we are not streaming next week, right?
Nope. We're skipping next week.
So,
and then we have the last 2 streams before our summer break, because it's July.
Jesus, it's July, man. I can't actually believe it. Where did the year go? It's like half year gone. Boom, ciao. I don't know, man. Life's short. And what else? As usual, if you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe and like. It helps us a lot.
I was gonna say, see you at the thumbnail making. For everyone that is going to.
I'm tired.
Even you can go to sleep if you need to, actually, but someone has to do the thumbnail.
Wow, yeah, such a hero. I mean, you see, they don't always wear capes.
The hero we deserve.
Well,
and by we, I mean I.
Do it.
And by deserve, I mean tolerate.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure that we deserve you.
Yeah, you do.
you need to pick on the tone. We really deserve you, and that's
yeah, you deserve me.
That's anyway, beautiful people. Enjoy your evening. Thank you for the support, and thank you for the last.
Bye, everyone.
Ciao, ciao.
Am I wearing my underwear outside my clothes? No, I'm not that kind of hero. And with this, bye!